Hello, class. In the last class we showed you how to use layer masks to fuse multiple images. So today we are going to learn about layer blending mode. Using this tool can better fuse multiple images together to achieve a more realistic effect. I will lead you to learn what the layer blending mode is. How to use layer blending mode to realize image fusion. Layer blending means that a layer is blended with the corresponding pixels on the underlying layer in different modes. Layer blending is often used to create various special effects. It can also be used to adjust the color of the image itself. I will give you several examples to introduce the use of layer mixing mode. Let's look at the first case first. We want to whiten this girl. In the first class before, we talked about how to whiten. We copy its layer. Drag onto new layer. At this time, an identical layer is copied. We call this layer homologous layer. Select the layer above. The layer blending mode is here. Click the drop-down menu. There are 6 groups of layer blending modes. The most commonly used ones are dimming group, brightening group, overlay group, and hue group. We choose color filter here. Choosing filter color means brightening and whitening. Look, the image is obviously brighter than before. If you want to light up a little more, then you can copy another homologous layer. Then select the color filter. This image will be whitened. The most common way to whiten is to use the color filter in the layer blending mode. Okay, let's look at another case. We have to mix these two images. This is an eye image. This is an image of a person's head. We still chose the color filter blending mode. Let's see what happened. You can see the overlapping part of these two layers. Which layer has brighter pixels will keep the contents of which layer. The black background around the head of the character basically disappeared. In other words, in the layer blending mode of color filter, black becomes completely transparent. However, the colors in other places according to the comparison of these two layers. Keep whichever is brighter. The final result will be brighter and whiter than the original images. Color filter is the most representative blending mode of brightening group. Okay, let's look at another case. I want to put this flag on this man's face. First, twist the flag. Rotational twist. Then use the layer moving tool to copy it. In this case, it will be more natural to paste it later. I want to put the national flag on this face now. Then the scope of operation needs to be covered. We introduced layer masks to you last class. Then it will be used here. Hide the flag first. Select a background layer. We use the quick selection tool to make a rough selection of this character's face. Then open the flag layer. Select it. Do you remember how to operate it? Select Add Layer Mask directly. At this time, the selection area becomes displayed. Outside the selected area, it becomes hidden. Then the two images are fused through the mask. But the integration is not good looking. Let's give it a try now by using the positive stack in layer blending mode. You will find that the white on this flag has completely disappeared. Became completely transparent. This is the difference between positive film stacking and color filtering. The two sets of mixing patterns are just opposite. This will brighten and whiten the image. This will darken the image. At the same time, black remains and white is completely gone. Then choose the coating mask next. Use a black brush to paint out the places you don't want to see. Enlarge the brush a little and paint it out. Paint all these places. Then, in this case, the national flag will stick to this person's face. Positive stacking is the most representative of a group of mixed modes of darkening. When all the patterns in this group are mixed, the result will be darker than the original one. Let me introduce you to using layer blending mode to change colors. I want to change this image from green to red. But the saturation and brightness should be kept unchanged. Then you can create a new layer. Select red on this layer. Press Alt+Delete to fill in red. At this time, select the hue group in the layer blending mode. There are hue, saturation, color, and lightness. Here, hue means that as long as its color does not have its saturation and lightness. If you choose a color, you want both the hue of this red and its saturation. We only want its hue here. Look, the image immediately changed from green to red. This is this set of mixed modes. It can realize the change of color. Okay, let's take a look at this image. This image was taken on a cloudy day. There is a gray effect, which is not very clear. We can use layer blending mode to enhance its contrast. Drag the background layer onto the new layer. Copy a homologous layer. Then select Overlay in layer blending mode. Let's take a look. At this time, the whole image becomes clear. At this time, the whole image becomes clear and brighter. Therefore, the superimposed group mixing mode can enhance the contrast. Make dark places darker and bright places brighter. For example, if we choose soft light, the effect will be slightly softer. For example, if we choose strong light, the effect will be stronger than superposition. Okay, now let's sum up. The most representative four groups of layer blending modes: dim group, brighten group, overlay group, and hue group. Among them, the darkening group is represented by the front overlapping bottom. The mixed result will be darker than the original two images. The brightening group is represented by color filter. The blended image will be brighter than the original one. The superposition group is represented by soft light and strong light. The contrast of the mixed results will be enhanced. The hue group can change the hue, saturation, brightness, and so on of the mixed image. It is represented by color. Okay, give everyone an assignment. Please use the superimposed soft light blend inside this group to realize the fusion of the reflection of the earth and the table. Thank you for watching.